I truly believe that the Doctor's regenerations are actually affected by three different things: who they're around, what circumstances they regenerate in, and the energy that they release during the regeneration cycle. And that will affect what happens to the next Doctor and their start of the season. But when talking about the ninth Doctor, I believe that the Doctor himself did not want to go. Obviously, the actor is a different story. But when thinking about the Doctor, he only had one companion. And if we think about companions in terms of time, that means that time didn't pass all that much, you know? He only had one companion. So technically, if we're thinking about it logically, this Doctor did not want to change. He didn't have a lot of time in this body. So that first episode with David Tennant and him being out of commission, I do think that is due to the fact that the ninth Doctor didn't have the opportunity to spend a lot of time in that body. And because the ninth Doctor was under like gunfire while he was regenerating, like he didn't have the opportunity to just release and be all free with his regeneration. Then talking about the 10th Doctor, obviously the 10th Doctor didn't want to go, but you have to also keep in mind that he was regenerating for literally half of an episode, and he got the opportunity to say goodbye to everybody. And while he in particular did not want to go, he let off so much energy that the 11th Doctor's first episode was actually okay, and all he had was growing pains. Like, he stumbled around a bit, but he was not out of commission for his entire first episode. When he left, it was an interesting circumstance because the Time Lords basically granted him more regeneration power. So you could say, like, he let off a lot of energy defeating the Daleks in that final episode. But when you think about it, like, he de-aged using that regeneration first. Like, that was his first step, was de-aging. And his second step was regenerating. And then you have to also keep in mind, he was regenerating in front of a human. So he couldn't actually release all of the energy that he wished to release to get to that next phase. He instead had to hold it in, and he kind of sneezed into Peter Capaldi. And I do believe that that's part of the reason why he was out of commission for half of his first episode. And I also believe that that's why he forgot who he was, not because the regeneration wasn't like fully complete, but literally because the transition was so drastic. And again, for Matt Smith's Doctor, I feel like him kind of letting off all that regeneration energy was actually part of a result of him getting more regeneration power from the Time Lords. Then we talk about the 12th Doctor. Ugh, it's honestly so sad when you think about it because he regenerated alone. I honestly believe he was ready to regenerate. The circumstance under which he regenerated were good, and so that's why Jodie had a nice transition into the 13th Doctor. She was out of commission for maybe like 10 minutes, but other than that, she just had a couple growing pains here and there. And then her transition, I think, was the smoothest because she stepped out of the TARDIS and she literally exploded on a moor somewhere in Scotland. Like, this lady let off all of her steam, and being able to let off that much energy in such a unique circumstance resulted in David Tennant's 14th Doctor not having any growing pains and not being out of commission. And then this bi-generation happened, and I honestly cannot speak to this because I honestly have no idea how it happened. But neither of them had growing pains, which are great. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you liked theories like this, you should probably go here. And maybe go here.